Hey everyone, in this week's video we'll be talking about the different types of aquarium filters that are available. So the first type of filter we're going to be discussing is the air-driven box filter. The way they work is by filling the inside with media and then attaching an air line attached to an air pump. And the bubbles coming out of the air line create suction, which pulls the water into the filter through the media and out the other end. An added benefit is that the bubbles from the air pump also create surface agitation, helping to oxygenate the water. Next is the air-driven sponge filter, also known as a fry or shrimp filter. These work in the same way as the box filter, except they use a sponge to polish the water and host beneficial bacteria. Like the box filter, the bubbles provide surface agitation, and box or sponge filters also don't require their own power source, as the air pump does all of the work. Both these types of filters are also a very cheap option. Next is the under gravel filter, which operates similar to box and sponge filters, but they can also be run by a power head as well as an air pump, so that gives you options. The way they work is by having a plate with holes in it buried underneath your substrate, and then the air pump or power head causes suction, drawing the water down through the substrate, using the substrate itself as your filter media. And then to clean it, you'd use a gravel vac to vacuum the detritus out of the substrate. These are a more old school filtration method, but they can still be found if they are your preference. The next type of filter we're going to be talking about is the internal power filter, also known as simply the internal filter. They will usually have a compartment for media like sponge, biomedia and chemical media, and most of them come with it included, and they have a pump built into the top which will draw the water in through the media compartment and out the nozzle. Some benefits of these are they are cheap and easy to find, and most manufacturers make them, and they have room inside for plenty of media, and some can even have a venturi attached to create bubbles like an air stone would. I like them because they are very customizable and versatile. However, they do take up room inside your tank. Internal power filters are mostly used for tanks smaller than 200 litres or about 1 metre in length. Next is the internal cartridge filter. These are similar to power filters, except they will be larger with even more space for media, and they usually have a water outlet resembling a waterfall. They have replaceable cartridges for media, and the manufacturers will make refill packs. This makes it quick and easy to clean the filter, but the cost of refills can add up. Luckily, however, you can fill it with your own media if you want to. Next is the hang-on back filter, which is basically the same thing as a cartridge filter, but mounted outside of the aquarium with an intake tube going into the water and drawing it up into the filter. They also have cartridges, but can be customised just like a cartridge filter to save money. They are most popular in America, but aren't really a thing here, and aren't sold in most shops, which is unfortunate as they seem like a good idea in my opinion. Being mounted externally, so they don't take up room in the aquarium, and can be accessed easily and without getting your hands wet, but they can be found online. Some disadvantages although depending on the model they can develop rattles, and some have the pump mounted inside the water, but some have the pump mounted outside the water. So depending on the model, if it has the pump or the motor mounted out of the water, it will need priming before it can be ran. And if your aquarium has a lid, then you probably won't be able to use a hang-on back filter without cutting a hole into your lid, or just not using your lid altogether. And last is the canister filter, or also known as an external filter. These are mounted outside and underneath the aquarium, either on the floor or inside a cabinet. They have a bucket which holds trays of filter media inside, and then has a motor head mounted on top of it, and has hoses leading to an intake strainer to suck in water, and then out through an outlet, returning the clean water back into the tank. These are normally used on larger tanks, around 150 litres plus, and have a lot of space for media and are very customisable, with plenty of space to put in whatever media you want. If you plan on using an external filter, you should make sure to service it properly to ensure it doesn't develop a leak. Some models even have things like UV lights and heaters built into them. I hope you found this video helpful if you were wondering what types of filters are available. There are some more types of filters that I didn't mention, like the sump filter, but those are mostly used only on marine reef tanks. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to click the like button and subscribe to my channel. And then why not let me know your favourite type of filter down in the comment section below. And if you're interested, I have a couple more videos for you to check out as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.